Hi, and welcome to CSCMP's Member Mondays. I'm your host, Timothy Pajak, and I'm the Membership Engagement Manager here at CSCMP. Today, we have Aisha Eccleston, Director of Foreign Trade Zone and Trade Development at the Jacksonville Port Authority, JAXPort. And JAXPort is the state of Florida's largest container port and one of the nation's largest vehicle handling ports. Aisha has been a key staff member at JAXPort for the past 14 years, serving in a variety of sales, business development roles. And even a few years ago, she was named to a list of one of the top young business leaders in Jacksonville. Aisha, welcome.
Thank you so much, Tim. It's great to be here today.
It's great to see you. Aisha, I want to hear your story of how you first got interested in supply chain and especially CSCMP. But before we do that, why don't you tell us a little bit about your new role and what it encompasses?
Well, thank you very much. So greetings to my CSCMP colleagues. I'm very happy to be here today. So I currently serve as the administrator for Foreign Trade Zone number 64. So JAXPort is the grantee for FTZ number 64. So in my current role, I educate manufacturers and shippers on the benefits of the programs, the cost savings that it provides for their businesses. In addition to educating them, I help get them signed up to utilize the program. So that is one hat that I wear. And also in the trade development role, I look at how we can grow container volumes through the Port of Jacksonville by providing customized supply chain solutions. So end to end, where is it starting? Where is it going? What needs to happen to it in between? And putting those solutions together for some of the top retailers in the United States.
Very good. And so you've been in this new role for a couple of months. How's it going so far?
Yeah, so I've been in just a couple months. I've had amazing mentorship. It's very exciting when the foreign trade zone overall, because it's so important to commerce in the United States and competitiveness for US companies. So I'm very honored to be the administrator for the program. And I'm very excited to learn more about it, to tell more people about it, and to grow the users in Foreign Trade Zone number 64 here in Jacksonville, Florida. And not just Jacksonville, because actually our FTZ number 64 encompasses 9 counties in the area, right? Which that's unique to the state as well. Over 5,000 square miles of space are included in our foreign trade zone, which just increases the opportunities for potential companies that are currently not benefiting from it, but could, and then new companies looking to come into our area. So very exciting, definitely have a lot to learn, but it's something that I'm really enjoying so far.
What have been some of the biggest challenges that JAXPort's faced, not just from the standpoint of things that you've seen in your new role, but maybe over the course of the pandemic, what are some of the challenges that you faced?
That's a great question, because I think that the answer to that question is really the thread that's kind of kept everyone together during this past year and a half, almost 2 years now. And I think the biggest challenge has been just uncertainty, right? Because you're not able to necessarily make decisions if you don't really know what the outcome is or what's going to happen next. And so as a port authority, it really just makes us really focus on our customers' business, right? So we are a place where cargo flows, and what we really try to focus on is ensuring that all of our customers and all of our partners are able to continue their operations. And so I think the challenges have been really just the uncertainty and wanting to make sure everyone gets what they need, with resources may not necessarily being readily available, right? So we've had to be very creative about how we put these solutions together. I think every business has had to do the same thing. So it makes you more resourceful. I think it makes you more motivated. The strong survive, if you want to say that. So I think it brings out determination, right? So challenges really also create opportunities and breeds determination and some other pretty key things.
Well, I gotta believe that if there's a person for the job, it's you. Your first introduction to the logistics world was, back in high school.
Yeah.
when you worked part-time for Crowley, right?
Yeah, so that's how I got started. I was in the 11th grade in high school and was presented an opportunity to interview for a job. I didn't really know what the company was, what the job was, but I'm a, young ambitious kid. I'm like, let me at it. And so my very first job in this industry was with Crowley. And actually, the terminal that I work down the street from today, so it's quite interesting, is where my first job was. And having people that kind of see something in you and take the time to educate you and um, expose you to something so important as global trade and international supply chain and logistics has been great, because that experience was so important to me that I'm still in the same industry, this many years later. So it was a wonderful experience and a great company.
And how did you first get introduced to CSCMP then?
So CSCMP really being a premier organization for supply chain professionals, from the certifications to the supply chain education, and really the expansive member network. So not just nationally, but also internationally, having a way to connect with my colleagues, right? Having a way to share experiences, be there with your peers, learn from each other, expand the way that I can help grow Jacksport through the affiliation. So for me, I've been involved for at least about 12 years and really got re-engaged in about 2016. And yeah, but from the roundtables locally to CSCMP National, it has been a really, really great way for me to connect with high level supply chain executives. And it's been, continues to be that for me.
I imagine with the range of locations where we have chapters of roundtables, in your role, that may be super helpful to build connections to working with Jack.
Absolutely. Like you start out as a colleague, but then I now have a lot of friends as a result of it. So I can't tell you how valuable it is to have to go to a city and maybe you don't know everything you need to know, but then having a way to, connect with people and solve any issues that you have as far as what you're trying to find out in that particular city. So that's been a very, very great thing about being a member of CSCMP.
That was a friend calling you right there from another city.
That was one of my CSCMP colleagues, and they're calling me back. I'm sorry.
They're keeping you busy. What's been the most impactful connection you've made through CSCMP? Has there been somebody that you've encountered or met that's just really had a big impact on your career?
It's a couple of them. So I think that mainly for me, and getting to like the CSCMP Edge conference, right? And then you meet people and then you get to see the same contacts every year, right? So you can catch up with business, but then you're also, catching up about family. How's it going? How's everything doing? Can I do anything to help you? So I think there's several really, really key relationships that I got started through CSCMP. And like I said, now that I consider them not only colleagues, but friends as well.
Very good, very good. I was reading your Meet a Member profile from last year. So you were featured on the CSCMP website and our social media channels last year through our Meet a Member program. And I noted that you indicated when you retire someday, many years from now, right? One of the first things you wanted to do was a cruise. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, a cruise?
A cruise, yeah.
Yeah. So work is pretty demanding and challenging, right? So you get small pockets of vacation. You could take a week here, a couple days there, but it would just be so wonderful just to say, I'm going to go and take 30 days, right? And just sail around the world, go to the Mediterranean, go to the Caribbean, go just around and just have, the ability to just do that, right? So I don't even know how I would feel, but it just sounds like exciting and relaxing at the same time. So I would love to have the time to just go for as long as I want to go.
Very good. Congratulations, Aisha, again on your new role, and hope someday you do get to do that long 30-day cruise. That's all the time we have today. Thank you so much for your membership and for joining us for this edition of Member Mondays.
Thank you so very much for having me. I really appreciate it.